I'm not sure how much you got to watch of the games across the weekend at all, being over there at the Olympics. But the Lightning, your Lightning went to Adelaide and unfortunately couldn't pick up a win, walked away winless. Our game, Gordon, that we commentated on Sunday especially, I felt it was a power play opportunities that Adelaide took. And there was also just a dip in that second period where the Lightning couldn't get going. But other than that, I felt like it was fairly even on the Sunday game, especially with chances and shots on goal. I'm not sure how you've seen it, but that's sort of how I've seen the Lightning on the weekend.
Is that for me or Matt?
Yeah, I think it was for both of us. GG.
Well, I thought the Lightning were missing Shanita Crompton. I think her skating ability, her ability to create room in the offensive zone for her teammates was missing. Jamie Goonan as well being out. I thought, I haven't seen, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, Matt, I might be way off, but I'm used to seeing Alison Carlisle and Katrina Rapchuk pretty much glued together as a pairing, and they were kind of split. They had one was playing with I think Rapchuk and Dixon were together, and it was Hokut and Carlisle. I think Goonan being out kind of meant that there was a bit of a scramble on the back end, or a bit the rotation wasn't the same. And of course, missing Katie was a loss, although Tracy McIntosh did well. But yeah, that was, and Georgia Watts obviously missing made a difference. But what did you see from a kind of a coach's vantage point? What did you make of the weekend for the Lightning?
So first, you guys did a great job calling the game. I think, Saturday, going back to Saturday game, obviously you have an early travel and the girls got ready and the way they went. And there was a last minute pullout with Neats, Crompy, they're unable to fly. So that really threw us in a bit of dismay, but, shout out to Aram Rapchuk and Alex Higgins, the two coaches that went with the team this week, and they did a great job pivoting and just, managing with the assets that we had. And I think, defensively, we obviously, it was a mix this weekend. Lisa McMahon, who's normally a forward, stepped back, played defense with us. So we ended up having 5 defenders down there. She got limited ice time on the rotation, just having a 5th D, but she did great. So shout out to her for, being able to fill those shoes. But yeah, no, nothing was really our normal this weekend. Both our Poulin and Nightline were completely jumbled. Decker obviously then was pillaged to try and make it all work out. And so having all these lines just completely mixed, and I know we've been training that way since Christmas, but it doesn't have the same flow, right? I'm very proud of the girls. We played very well. I think your summary is accurate. It was a very, very close game. Scoreline doesn't really indicate how close it was, especially on Sunday night. I mean, normally we're a special teams powerhouse. I think we're excellent on the kill. We've killed off so many penalties this year. Our PK girls are, I think, among the best in the league. Of course, I'll say that, but I truly believe it. And to go 3 for 3 on us there, it was heartbreaking, right? And shout out to Tracy again, doing a back-to-back. That's hard, especially on that short turnaround. We have a late afternoon game and an early morning game. It's even more difficult. It's amazing how much those extra 6 to 8 hours actually help you. So all in all, super proud of the girls, the way they went down there, never have any quit or give up. And in instances like this, from a coach's perspective, the table's starting to get set for finals. We're kind of seeing what's going on. There might be some movement in the ladder here and there, but we no offense to Sydney, but this is looking like we know who's going to be the Final Four. So from a coach's perspective, I think when you start to see players pushed outside of their comfort zone, it helps you understand your assets better. It helps you realize what weapons you have and the tools in your toolbox, and that you can pivot here and move there. And injuries are going to happen on the weekend, and players are going to have funks, and people are going to let other players live in their head. And so there's all those things that you need to be able to adjust for. So when I watch games like that, and I'm going to go back and watch those games again and again and again in details, I love rewatching the games and really seeing through that. There's a few girls there that really stood out to me as far as lifting to a new level. So great learning opportunity as a coach, great learning opportunity for the players. And again, it speaks to our bought in mantra. Everybody on that team just works for each other. We have each other's back, and it's great to see them go out and compete.
I thought Tracy on Sunday, when you went down 2-0, I thought Tracy was outstanding and really kept us in the game with some terrific saves. Yeah. One of the things I've asked Tracy Hokett before, do you feel like that your team plays with a certain edge to their game? Because when I watch someone like, say, Emma Wuthridge, who we're going to talk about as well, she's a real no-nonsense sort of player, doesn't take a step back and is not afraid to sort of get into the gritty stuff. Do you feel like that your team plays with an edge like that?
Absolutely. That is our identity. Yeah, no, we will be first to the puck. We want to win every puck battle. We want to make pain near the boards. That's what we do. That's what we train for. That's what we want. You start to look towards the PW over there in North America, and you look at the physicality that should be in women's hockey. And I'm going to be really pushing to see those rules adopted here in Australia in the A-Dub, as far as bringing in an amazing, entertaining, competitive edge to our game. That's what we need to see here. You want to bring fans in, you add those sorts of things, and people will be running to come and watch, right? And that's our style. Yeah. But at the same time, we preach discipline. So I get disappointed when we take silly penalties, and, players know that. They know that we don't, there's good penalties and bad penalties, as you guys know, and taking those retaliatory, typically an official's only throwing one in the box, right? And so, it's okay to go and push the envelope and find the edge, but don't jump over it is a big piece for us, right? So I love players that play with the edge. Emma's playing in North American style hockey. That's how they play in North America. And not just her, you can see it in Allison Carlisle. She plays North American hockey. Lindsay Clinic plays a North American style of hockey. Courtney Mahoney as well. So these girls that have spent a significant amount of time over there, Neats, she was over there for a while as well. They bring back that certain edge that, that's the game, right? And really, that's hockey. You got to be going down the edge, or you're going to be losing.